In this video, we are going to compare Akim Williams at Big Man Weekend and Samson Dauda, who is the current Mr. Olympia winner 2024. So we are going to compare these two versions of the athletes. So Akim Williams, who recently won Big Man Pro and qualified for 25 Mr. Olympia, you can see the conditioning in front lat spread. The midsection is not that impressive, but still I would say he carries better proportion. You can see the conditioning. Midsection should be more sharp, but still his overall physique is looking good, especially his quads. You can see the depth in quads, the sartorius muscle. So he has a big quads. And if we see Samson dauda, so according to last two Mr. Olympias, definitely he has improved his midsection, but still more work to be done on his midsection. And you can see the quads are so improved from the last 2 years, and the V taper, the aesthetics are so impressive from Samsung dauda. And yes, he is highly improved from last 2 year. And you can see the lats, shoulder, chest, and especially the quads. So he is phenomenal this year, so that is why he is the current Mr. Olympia. So according to overall symmetry, I will give this pose to Samsung dauda. And also he has huge size than Akim Williams. In front double biceps, again you can see the midsection of Samsung dauda, the V taper, the tiny waist, and the separation in quads, and the lats, arms, upper body is so conditioned from Samsung dauda. The main point that the waist is so small, so it gives better balance to Samsung dauda. So he was best shape of his life in this current Mr. Olympia 2024. And we have seen the comparisons with Hardy and Derek, and he was beating most of the poses. And also you can see Akim Williams, his midsection, you can see his midsection is not looking that impressive hard. You cannot see the separation in abs in this pose. Lats are good. If you compare arms, from the arm side, Akim Williams becomes unbeatable. Even in Mr. Olympia, we have seen this pose. So in this pose, his arms is just looks unreal. You can see the conditioning, the depth in biceps, the peak. So he is phenomenal from biceps. And also you can see the quads are also very impressive from Akim Williams. But still I believe that he needs to work on his midsection. If he improve midsection, definitely the placing will be better in future. So this pose I will also give this to Samsung dauda. Sometimes what happens is the picture zoom, the zoom of the picture is not perfect. So I'm not judging according to only size. So the conditioning also very important. So in any side triceps, you can see Akim William, he is looking so impressive from the quad side. You can see the quads, glutes, hamstrings and quads are so impressive from Akim Williams. Even shoulder, triceps are good. Midsection is looking good in this pose. And if we see Samsung's or dauda, upper body is so impressive. You can see the big upper body, and the midsection is improved from last 2 years. And also in this pose, you can see the glutes and hamstrings are also improved from last year. Not that impressive, but still improved from last 2 years. And quads are so phenomenal again in this pose. And overall I believe Akim Williams is looking better in this pose. He carries better conditioning in this pose. Also the exposure of the picture is high, but still most of the side poses Akim Williams quads looks impressive. So this pose I'll give this to Akim Williams. So let's talk about back double biceps. So in this pose I would say things are not in hands of Akim Williams, because his lats are not tense, and we already know that the nerve issue. So still, but if you see the lower back is tense, the muscles in lower back looking good, and upper traps is so impressive. Shoulder, arms are looking so impressive in this pose. And also you can see the glute and hamstrings area. In glutes and hamstrings area also Akim Williams is so impressive in that area too. You can see the glutes, hamstrings. And if we talk about Samsung dauda, you can see the V taper. The V taper is just so impressive, I would say. You can see the tiny waist and big back, the shoulders, the density in lats, the depth in rear delt. You can see traps. So he is looking so impressive. Aesthetics, you can see the aesthetics. And even his glutes are improved from last 2 years. So you can see the conditioned glute. from last 2 year, not as conditioned as Derek or Hardy, but still according to him he is improved from last 2 year. And also you can see the hamstrings in hamstrings area, he is too good. So overall the better symmetry is of Samson dauda, so I will give this to Samson dauda. So let's see back lat spread. So you can see the back lat spread. In back lat spread, Akim William looks good because lats pops out and the width is good in this pose. In back double pose, somewhere I feel that his lats, his shoulder arms hides his lats. Lats become short, small. But in this pose, you can see the width. Lats are looking good in this pose, and glutes hamstrings as we already talked about. So glutes hamstrings are impressive, and in this pose upper back also looking so good. But we see Samson dauda, the most improved athlete in 2024. You can see the density is so impressive. There is a huge muscle mass in upper back, and also you can see the hamstrings area. Hamstrings are also so impressive, and according to better V taper, better proportions, again this pose I will give this to Samson dauda. Also in Akim Williams physique, the exposure is high in picture. So let's talk about abdomen with thigh. So in this pose, Akim Williams midsection was good from front side, but the waist size was not tiny as you can see Samson dauda's physique. His waist is tiny, and also he has improved in abs area. You can see the depth in abs. Oblique section is good, quads are good. So overall, again I would say the Samson dauda has better symmetry. So let's talk about most muscular pose. In most muscular pose, you can see Akim William is looking unreal. I don't know about the picture. Maybe it's highly exposed, but still you can see the conditioning, the depth. He is looking striated, and on the other hand, you can see Samson dauda. So one thing I need to tell you that Samson dauda beats Hardy Chupin in this pose. So judges prefer Samson dauda over Hardy Chupin in most muscular. So that was a strange thing by the judges. But you can see right now Akim William is looking better than Samson dauda, or maybe the exposure thing. But I will definitely choose Akim William in this pose because look at his quads. His quads are looking so conditioned and big, and also you can see his arms, shoulder, chest, and midsection. So this pose I'll give this to Akim Williams, and overall the winner is Samson dauda because most of the poses are better from Samson dauda. So very soon we'll see you with new video. Till then, bye bye.